Some videos are creepy and others are unexplainable. But what happens when they become one? Disturbing things start happening, footage that makes no sense, and moments so shocking it terrified everyone watching. These creepy, unexplainable videos are not for the faint of heart. What was caught by this CCTV remains unexplained, but paranormal investigators think otherwise. The footage comes from Arizona, USA, that caught a homeowner being in a strange trance. His entire body seemed to be extremely stiff, and he was slowly bending his knees. His behavior was not normal, and if you think it could be current flowing, though the doorknob, wait till you see what happened next. He got back up and awkwardly managed to open the door, only to turn around, close the door again with a hanger. His expressions were of shock and fear, as if he had seen a ghost. He even closed the door afterwards before being stuck in this strange and creepy position. Now, for paranormal investigators, he either saw a ghost or he was a skinwalker, and by his actions, it's difficult to deny either. Lightning angels? Uploaded to TikTok by user MindFunk7. This clip captures something rare and unsettling. At first, a sudden flash startled the person holding the camera. When they swung it back to the right, a glowing orb of white light was seen hovering in midair.
Holy shit!
Startled, the recorder ran back inside, but eventually gathered the courage to peek through the window. What they saw next is even stranger. A wave of pulsating light, almost like an aura spreading through the neighborhood. Now the caption claimed it was angels, which would explain the sudden flash of light that scared the man. And then this visual when he was inside. However, some said it could be a phenomenon called ball lightning. But here's the thing. The behavior does not match that phenomena, which is why this visual is so strange and remains unexplained.
Good God!
Sleep paralysis demon. The man in this clip woke up after feeling someone grab his legs and pulling him out of the bed. He ran out of his room and started to record after he called the police, worried there might be an intruder inside. But it was much worse. On camera, a disturbing figure appeared in his bedroom. An old woman in white, with a face that didn't look human at all. Her hair was extremely white, like a ghost, and her face had dark, hollow eyes, and she was only made creepier by her lips. No one knows where she came from, but her presence was undeniable. Then, just as suddenly as she appeared, she vanished. His dog also looked scared, but when the police arrived, they found no traces of entry or footprints. He showed them this video. Even the police couldn't believe their eyes. Creepy CCTV moment. The next clip was uploaded by a bunch of international students in Malaysia who had to install CCTV in their dorm after experiencing paranormal activities. What the camera caught is seriously unsettling. A newspaper on the table mysteriously fell on the floor, but that could be a draft, since the door was slightly opened. But then the door creaked open on its own. This created some noise which caused the one on the right bottom to wake up. He got himself a cup of water, but when he got back into the bed, this is what happened next. The other students started being pulled by an invisible figure, most likely a ghost considering their past experiences, as if by some unseen force. But that wasn't it. Just moments before, viewers also noticed a creepy hand appearing at the door before vanishing. The students were very freaked out about this and later changed their room. School possession. We've shown this video before, but there has been an update from the original uploader. This video was shared by Reddit user Suhit Jadhav, who quickly drew attention after showing a disturbing incident inside a school in Pune, India. The clip captures chaos as students and staff scramble to restrain a girl. trying to keep her safe while preventing her from hurting herself or others. In the middle of the struggle, her body suddenly lifts, almost levitating, twisting in unnatural ways that left the room in shock. The original poster suggested the girl might have been possessed, and after watching the footage, many online viewers agreed the moment was far from ordinary. Real telekinesis? On Instagram, there is an illusionist, Shadowy Supernatural, who is back at it again with his performance that has people scratching their heads. In a viral clip making the rounds, he makes everyday objects, things like sticks and balls, rise into the air as if gravity suddenly stopped working. What makes the moment even stranger is how casual he looks while doing it. He waves his hands around the objects, showing there are no wires, no stands, nothing that should make them hover. From the audience's view, it looks like pure magic playing out right in front of them. Of course, not everyone's buying it. Skeptics call it clever sleight of hand or some kind of hidden rigging, while his fans are convinced it's proof that Shadowy is tapping into something supernatural. I don't know if I believe him or not. What about you? Creepy smiling girl. In a hostel corridor in India, a girl was caught on camera acting in a way that didn't seem right. Her friends stood nearby, calling for her to come back to the room, but she didn't even glance their way. Instead, she stood frozen with a wide, unsettling smile stretching across her face. Under the dim hallway lights, her eyes looked like they were faintly glowing. Then came the laughter, sharp, hollow, and nothing like a natural laugh. The short clip spread online, with many arguing if it was just an act, or if something far darker had taken hold of her that night. Creepy car intruder. This homeless man suddenly slipped into someone's car and refused to come out. The owner tried to reason with him, but he stayed put.
Wait.
Get him out, lying down.
And soon, a crowd gathered, turning the whole scene chaotic. After what felt like forever, he was finally removed from the car and taken somewhere he could get proper care and attention. Strange behavior. Viewers first noticed something unusual when this recording began, showing a girl lying on the ground. At first, it seemed like she was trying to stand, but her body twisted and jerked in ways that didn't look human.
She has me on Flocka. Are you on Flocka?
Her arms pulled while her back bent unnaturally, almost like she was being dragged by something invisible. Then she turned toward a nearby window and tried crawling inside, contorting as she pushed forward. The video cuts before we know what happened next, leaving only uneasy questions behind. Was it a performance, a sudden breakdown, or something paranormal no one could explain? Nothing is real. In this unexplainable broadcast live on TV, a reporter found herself at the center of conspiracy. As she continued speaking, the man standing behind her appeared to pluck her out of the shot, holding what looked less like a person and more like a flat, lifeless cut. The transition from human to what resembled cardboard left viewers stunned. Clips of the moment quickly spread online, fueling speculation about glitches in reality, video manipulation, or even the so-called dead internet theory. The idea that much of what we see online or on TV might be staged or artificially generated. Whether it was a strange camera trick, a broadcast error, or something far stranger, this moment has become one of the internet's favorite examples of how unpredictable live TV can really be. Ghost reacts to sage. This one starts off simple, a couple burning sage, hoping to clear the energy in their home.
We gotta do some kind of prayers or...
But the moment feels off right away. First, the lights start flickering, not just once, but in a way that feels deliberate, like something is responding to them. Then it happens. The cross on the wall flips completely upside down, right in front of them.
What the baby? Oh, what the
No one touched it. Nothing nearby moved. yet it shifted on its own. You can see the couple freeze for a second before they bolt straight out of the room. It's not just the objects moving that make this clip so unsettling, it's the timing. Everything happens exactly as they start their cleansing ritual, almost as if whatever was there didn't want to be pushed out. Have you ever had such experiences? Then share them in the comments below. Possessed mother. This security camera meant for monitoring her family ended up capturing something completely different. A woman appeared on the feed, standing perfectly still, her eyes locked on the lens as if she knew she was being watched. She smiled, but the smile never faded. It just stayed frozen as the seconds dragged on. Then her head twitched sharply, jerking at strange angles, while everything else in the room stayed quiet and still. The longer the footage goes, the more disturbing it feels, leaving viewers unsettled with a haunting image they couldn't shake. Dining room ritual. A late-night CCTV recording captured a woman quietly walking into a dining room before sitting down at the table. She lowered her head, almost as if she was part of a ritual no one else could see. Moments later, the chairs around her began to slide back on their own. Then, something shifted across the tabletop by itself, and from the next room, a door suddenly slammed open and shut. Through it all, the woman never flinched. She only stared to the side, frozen in place. It was only later revealed by the woman herself that she was sleepwalking, and this had never happened to her before. Ghost inside plane. On a flight home from Japan, a man casually recorded two passengers arguing and thought little of it at the time. But later, when he replayed the footage, one quick moment froze him in his tracks. Just above the overhead baggage, a pale face appeared, looking down at the seats below. It looked like a young girl, her features faint, her expression blank, her gaze fixed straight ahead. The face barely moved, but its presence made the entire clip feel wrong. When the video hit the internet, people kept pausing on that single frame, debating if it was real, edited, or something far stranger that no one could explain. Hotel hallway haunting. A chilling video shared by Reddit user LosLin19 shows a hotel's CCTV in Cincinnati, Ohio, capturing a paranormal event. It starts simply enough, with a woman entering and walking down a dimly lit hallway. But soon, the mood shifts. At the far end, a shadowy figure appears, just as a nearby plant topples to the floor with a loud crash. The woman quickly backs away, and at that same moment, her hair is blown by an unseen breeze. Despite the fact that this hallway has no windows or open vents, replays of the footage reveal no strings or tricks attached to the plant, making a staged prank unlikely. With no natural explanation for the sudden gust or the eerie shadow, viewers are convinced this was a ghost. Real telekinesis. Self-proclaimed telekinesis practitioner Fabio went viral after posting one of his boldest demos. In the clip, he sits in front of a heavy log, eyes locked, claiming he'll move it using only his mind. Suddenly, the log seems to shift and slowly roll on its own. Fabio's video fits right into that long tradition of shows that sit between paranormal claims and performance. Believers call the rolling log proof of psychic power, while skeptics point to hidden strings, uneven ground, or simple camera trickery as way more likely explanations. What do you think? Is this a real power or just a clever performance? Gone horribly wrong. This one is disturbing to say the least. A group of friends were exploring the ruins of a mansion when they came across satanic symbols.
Well, it is a little bit creepy, isn't it?
Shh, guys, be quiet.
But a truly disturbing thing happened in the basement. After entering it, all of them were hit with a foul smell that made one of them instantly vomit. Right then, 3 very loud sounds are heard which terrify them, so they run out. But one of them wasn't so lucky.
What's going on? Hang on.
Although he managed to escape, what did he encounter inside that got him so spooked and afraid? Horrifying clip. This video originally came from TikTok and quickly grabbed a lot of attention. Even though it was later confirmed to be made with AI, the visuals were convincing enough to feel like a real haunting. The way it was edited gave viewers an intense sense of dread, almost as if they were watching something truly terrifying unfold. Still, it's important to remember that this is just digital trickery. The creator wrapped the whole thing in a creepy atmosphere purely for entertainment, and the use of AI here shows just how unsettling fake footage can look when done right. Ghostly shape on cam. A homeowner's security camera caught something chilling. A ghostly shape standing still and watching the room. The figure wasn't clear, just a shadowy outline, but it looked like it was paying attention. Right as the camera seemed to start showing its form, the lights suddenly went out. The timing was too precise to feel random. The clip left the owner shaken, and everyone who saw it uneasy. Creepy doll moment. A man was about to walk in when a creepy doll on the side suddenly turned its head all the way toward him. He jumped, slapped it, and shoved it away. The move scared him and anyone watching. The doll's sudden turn felt like a deliberate scare. He didn't know when or how the doll had gotten there, and the whole moment left him rattled. Ghost using tricycle. In Indonesia, a strange clip quickly spread online showing a tricycle moving by itself. With no one nearby, the small cycle rolled forward smoothly, almost as though a ghost was actually riding it. The movement was steady and natural, which made it even creepier to watch. Online users couldn't agree on what it meant. Some believed it was someone's young spirit trying to play, while others said it could be the ghost of a father or mother reminiscing about their parenthood. Whatever the cause, the sight of a toy moving on its own left people unsettled. Wife becomes demonic. This guy would have never known about the weird stuff with his wife if it hadn't been on CCTV. In the middle of the night, she suddenly woke up while still asleep. Her face changed, her mouth opened in a strange way, and her eyes started to glow. The way she moved made it feel like something else had taken over, and it wasn't letting go easy. The clip left everyone watching cold. Cold night oddity. A family's security camera captured a scene that still has them unsettled. In the middle of the night, the snow covering their car's windshield was suddenly brushed away, as if by an invisible hand. Moments later, the security lights outside flickered and gave off a sudden flash. The brief glow revealed just enough to confirm something supernatural had taken place, though whatever caused it remained out of sight. With no figure caught on camera, the mystery of who or what was there lingers. Jesus in the clouds? Footage shared to Instagram by user ncog has the internet split right down the middle. In the clip, huge clouds tower above the horizon, glowing gold as the sun hits them. But it's not just a pretty sky that's caught everyone's attention. When you look closer, the outline of the cloud seems to form a figure, and what some claim is even a halo hovering above the head. To a lot of viewers, it's unmistakably the shape of Jesus.
Praise you, Jesus. Oh, I've never seen nothing like it in my life.
But not everyone's convinced. Some call it a powerful coincidence of light and clouds. Others say it is part of Project Bluebeam, meant to mess with people's beliefs. Either way, the clip is still really mysterious and strange.
Yeah, you can see them, can't you?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Unsettling night encounter. Check out this eerie clip that TikTok user Elkukui TV shared. It starts simple enough, a young girl wandering alone at night. Already unsettling, right? But then, things get really strange. When the person holding the camera runs after her, it looks like she's sprinting away. But her face never turns. She seems to be running backwards, full speed. yet still staring straight into the lens. A close-up makes it even more disturbing. Her eyes stay locked toward the camera the entire time, giving the chase an unnatural vibe. Some people think she might have been wearing a mask, but many viewers said her movements alone were too strange to explain away so easily. Reptilian hands. At a recent public event, Cynthia Erivo stepped on stage and everything seemed normal at first. The lights, the performance, the crowd, it was all what you'd expect. But then, people started pointing out her fingers. They looked unusually long, stretched out in a way that didn't seem human, almost reptilian in shape. What's even creepier is that this wasn't just a one-time thing. Fans claim they've noticed the same strange detail at other events too. Because of that, some have linked her rise to secret societies or darker forces pulling the strings, adding even more mystery to her success. LeBron isn't human.
Now, I'm watching the 2024 Olympics in Paris, guys.
Right before the Paris Olympics, LeBron James was giving what should have been a routine interview. The camera stayed locked on him, and for a moment, everything seemed perfectly normal. But then, his eyes appeared to shift, and his eye color changed for just a split second before snapping back to normal. It was on live TV, which means thousands of people saw it at the exact same time. The clip quickly spread online, and ever since, people have been arguing about what really happened. Some say it's a simple camera trick, while others insist it's proof of shape-shifting or something far stranger hiding in plain sight. Eerie glitch. During a televised interview last year, Nicki Minaj was speaking normally when her behavior suddenly took a bizarre turn. Her movement slowed down, her eyes seemed distant, and for a few seconds, she looked like a robot malfunctioning. The host kept glancing at her, clearly unsure what was going on. Then, just as suddenly as it began, she snapped back to her usual self, as if nothing had happened. The unsettling moment was caught on camera, and it didn't take long before theories spread online. Many now wonder if it was just fatigue, or if the world accidentally saw a glitch in something we weren't meant to notice.
You alright?
Huh?
You okay?
Moving statue. In Mexico in 2018, cameras inside a church caught something that shocked everyone who saw it. During a service, as the priest prayed, the hand of a Jesus statue appeared to move on its own. The motion was slow, but clear, like the statue had come to life for just a moment. No one nearby touched it, and the recording shows the movement happening right in plain view.
Esperanza, le cantemos al Señor y nos preparamos para...
The footage does feel a bit too raw to be fake, so it is possible that this statue really did move. Believe it or not, the next one will definitely convince you. Have a look.
Vida, con alegría, con esperanza.
Jesus caught moving. I don't mean to give you a fright, but explain to me what just happened in this clip. This person was at his local church when he caught this. At first, nothing seems out of the ordinary, but when the camera pans towards the statue of Jesus, the eyes open. Not just that, I have another sighting with crispy, clear visuals that was recorded in broad daylight. And there, the statue moved. Now, it could be something scripted, but boy, it is sure unsettling. Cryptid appears. After hearing noises that sounded like they were coming from the depths of hell,
You can hear it.
two friends found themselves exploring an abandoned house that they should have never gone inside of. As they were exploring, these noises kept on getting closer and closer. After they found the origin of the sound, they went to the other side and captured this terrifying cryptid. It was completely pale with a bizarre shaped head and had black eyes.
Shoot! Shoot!
Just get out of the house!
Whatever this creature was, they didn't wait to find out and ran out of there. Creature on roof. On July 14th, 2011, he heard disturbing sounds coming from the trees behind his home. A deformed creature with glowing eyes was in the grass eating a small animal. Now he thought he escaped the alien-like creature. But it was just the beginning, because a few days later, he caught the creature again running towards him. And he ended up making a mistake, as now the creature knew where he lived. Which is why this last encounter is so terrifying. He heard footsteps on the roof and came face to face with the monster. Dark figure. People are glad that this YouTuber made it out alive. Urbex Hill was exploring an abandoned elementary school in Cleveland when another flashlight can be seen shining from the other side of the hallway. It could have been another explorer or a squatter, but he chose to avoid them. Later, he found himself next to a bathroom. Then this happened. A dark human silhouette can be seen standing completely motionless, which scared him. He investigated it and found out that it was just a scary mannequin, but it is incredibly creepy that it fell right as Hill got close to it. Today's subscriber's pick is a disturbing moment that was caught by Elevator CCTV. Uploaded by Romazati77, this footage comes from an apartment building in Moscow, Russia, and has left viewers uneasy. Inside the elevator, a man's behavior quickly turns bizarre. Captured on 19th of May, 2025. His face looks panicked, his movements sharp and jerky, and then he suddenly raises a stool like he's trying to defend himself against something invisible. A woman trapped in the corner of the car looks frightened, barely moving as the ride drags on. At one point, the stool even slips from his grip, almost as if it was pulled away. Those skeptics insist he only threw it. When the doors finally open, the man sprints out, leaving the shaken woman safe, but clearly disturbed by what just happened.